The Menendez brothers, Eric and Lyle, are now eligible for parole after spending 30 years behind bars. And it is because a Los Angeles judge, and if you watched any of the shows, the Netflix show Monsters, and then there's a documentary that was done. I think it was, we were all following along with this case. Oh my gosh,
it was so good.
And it was all because a lot of celebrities got involved, but then also a lot of internet detectives, doing the work and saying, well, this isn't fair, or what about this evidence, and that sort of thing. But the Los Angeles judge just reduced their life without parole sentence to 50 years to life. And it's thanks to something called...
reduced?
It's reduced to 50 years.
50 years to life? That's...
Life without...
I see. Okay.
Life without
no chance of getting out.
Yeah, 50 years to life. And then it's all thanks to California's youthful offender law. And so we're going to find out what that means. We have our official attorney on the phone, Lisa Lanier. Good morning, Lisa.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, this is exciting stuff. The Menendez brothers has been a fascination of mine since back in the 80s when it happened. It's so exciting. The Netflix, did you watch the Netflix?
Oh yeah.
Consumed it.
Oh, my gosh.
So good.
Loved it. So good. So good. So what has happened is, they were 18 and 21 when this happened, and California has a youthful offender law that if you were under the age of 26 when you committed a violent crime, then you're actually going to be eligible for parole. Like they don't, there's a sort of a special consideration, because the idea is that, if you're especially very young, they put it at age 26, and it has lots of implications for, not spending your entire life in prison, for being eligible for parole, that sort of thing. And so they were convicted before that law existed, and they were sentenced, to life without the possibility of parole. And then the previous DA, George Gascon, had recommended that their sentence be changed, as it is now, to just life with the possibility, or 35 years to life. And so what happened was he lost the election. And so the new DA came along and said, I don't agree with that. I think they ought to just rot in jail for the rest of their lives. And so everybody thought that their hopes were just dashed, right? So this is where this whole story just keeps being up and down a roller coaster ride, right? And so now what has happened is even though it was opposed by the new DA, Nathan Hochman, still the judge listened to all of the passionate pleas from the family. And here's what happened. Both sides, Kitty's and Jose's family members, all the living family members testified on behalf of the boys. And they believe that they were severely abused. They believe that they were sexually abused. And they believe that they have paid their dues for, because they say, look, it's an extenuating circumstance. What happened to them wasn't just that they decided to murder their parents to get the money. They had been tormented by this guy, and so what's likely to happen now is that in mid-June, they are going to appear before the parole board, and they will be considered, and it's thought by everyone who kind of knows that system that they will be granted parole. So within a few months, will be released probably.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
the media circus when that happens.
I know.
Do they have any money?
Yeah, what happens to them? You've been behind bars for 30 years. Where do you go? What do you do? You don't have jobs. You don't have access to. What do you do?
It really depends on the person, and I don't know if they have been able to make any money, because a lot of states, I think including California, have these laws that you can't profit from your crime. And so I don't know that they have a lot of money left out there, although they will surely get probably deals or something going forward.
They'll get tons when they get out.
A book deal or
movie
something.
rights and all that stuff. Yeah,
and even though the story's been told a lot, I think it's something that we continue to just be fascinated by. And so, and they've had women throwing themselves at them. There's this whole thing. It's almost like a fetish of women that write letters to inmates, particularly ones that are like on death row or life in prison, and fall in love with them and often marry them, and so they've had those kinds of experiences. So they're going to be beating women off with a stick. I think, it's going to be,
Well, which one, Lisa, was it? I can't remember, Eric or Lyle, that was married in prison.
I thought it was Lyle.
And then when as soon as he got news he's going to get out, then it was like he divorced her.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, well, when he thought he was going to get out, he was like, this ain't working. Because
this was good for a while.
This is fine when I actually can't be with you. Anyway,
Does anybody here, and especially Lisa and maybe, do you agree? I'm just curious because I get torn both. Every time somebody says something, I go one way and then I think the other way. Do you agree they should be let out? And does everybody agree they should be let out or not?
I will tell you that I have very mixed feelings like you do, Jason. Because I have seen situations where severely abused children or women, eventually, like the burning bed kind of thing, eventually get up the courage to fight back against the accuser, against the abuser. And but this is kind of what crosses a line here for me that makes me torn is why'd they kill Kitty?
That's what I say. Yeah. That's exactly what I say. I think but then I go even deeper and I think, well, maybe because they were so abused and messed up and they viewed them as a unit.
Well, they were angry because they felt that she just turned a blind eye, that she didn't protect them the way that they should have been protected. At least that's the way it's portrayed.
What do you think, Katie?
I do think that they deserve to be free. Yes, because of all the things that Lisa just said. It's that there were so many things in the original case that were not presented, and then years down the line where the member of Menudo comes forward and says, yes, I was sexually abused by this man for years and years and years. Those types of things were not heard in the original case.
And also not believed or kind of like a man wouldn't do that to his own son.
Do you think they couldn't believe it. Let out, Jared?
Were you done with your thought, Kate?
I think that's why I do believe they should be free. I think that they have done their time, but I don't think that they deserve to be behind bars in the first place. They were
in the first place?
They were in a horrible situation.
In the first place?
They didn't know how bad it was.
Did you not just hear they didn't have to kill their mom, though?
Yeah, no, I really think they needed to do some time, and I think that's the whole point where, like the youthful offender law is, you still do your time. You just don't get. You can get rehabilitated and you do some time, but you don't do like the most time. You don't do, life. But I will say, the two things, not just, I really can't understand killing the mom. They could have gotten dad alone, killed him, The other thing I don't understand, or I think they made a mistake about, was that they did seem to be like, woohoo, we're going on a shopping spree. Let's go spend all this money.
They blew through like $1 million right away.
Yeah, bad move. Bad move. It just made them look like that was their point, was to get their
And
hands
that's why
on
they
money.
killed both. It's because that's the only way for them to get the money.
But that's what was the
there
idea.
You go. That lends, right. That lends credibility to the
so
other.
That's where I'm torn. Is they were not because they were over 18. They both were over 18 at the time, right? Or at least one of them.
18 and 21.
21.
Yeah.
But it seems to be true. The abuse thing's true. Then I have no pity for the father. And let's say the mother, and they didn't kill the mother. Then I do agree should not have. If they felt like they're in danger and all that stuff, I just can't imagine the one person you trust the most is doing the worst thing possible to you.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't know how you cope with that. But the fact they killed both, and there was, at least in the movie or the Netflix series, it seemed to suggest that they wanted money. And they wanted their parents gone to get the money.
But do you understand the part where they're angry that their mother, the mother knew that it was happening, and so because she didn't want to interrupt her lifestyle, it was like, I'll just look the other way, and that they felt they weren't protected by her.
Lots of kids are angry at their parents for legitimate things.
You're right.
But I don't.
So I think
that crossed the line.
For me, if it was just the father, and then I would be like, they should not be in prison at all. Mm-hmm. If they were being molested nonstop and abused and they just were scared all the time. Not at all. But it makes it a little murky, so I think this is more just now that if they go free, I feel okay about it now because apparently there are model citizens in prison. Mm-hmm. The likelihood of them doing this again, I would think, is next to none.
You'd think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They've been able to control
35 years. 35 years is a long time.
Yeah. They've been in prison more than they've spent more time in prison than they have outside of prison. So, yeah, I think because of the molestation, then they should go free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think so too. Even with killing the mom.
Yeah. Well, also, Lisa, how's this work in court? Let's say for a fact, as the wife, that your husband is molesting your kids. how's that any different than if you're in the car when somebody goes rob a store and you're given the same sentence? Like, could that be you're guilty if she really knew, not that she was suspected, but she knew it was happening and did nothing about it?
Not just your children, but all of the other
because
children.
That's different because she's not actively an accomplice.
No, but you could be in a car.
Unfortunately, most states don't criminally punish the other parent. I do a ton of child sex abuse litigation, and almost always when it's a family member, the rest of the family not only allows it to happen or turns a blind eye to it, but when the child comes forward and says what happened, they often take the side of the abuser. I mean, over and over and over again. It's really awful. And so typically there's no criminal punishment for that. Where you do see kind of an administrative quasi, criminal punishment is that they'll sometimes take the child away if the parent has allowed that, take it like into foster care or something. But they don't criminalize it like they do, like you said, felony murder. Like you'll get charged with murder, like capital murder in most states, if you are the wheelman who sits in the car and your buddies go in, commit a robbery and kill somebody. You will get the death penalty potentially for being the wheelman.
Right.
And then we have this child abuse situation where there's really, in most states, nothing that happens to the parent that lets it happen.
Should that be changed? I feel like that should be changed if they can prove that the other spouse, one, wasn't like being threatened either, and then this weird, very toxic, but like they knew and they just they turned a blind eye. Like knew for a fact. I think they should be charged with something. I think
part of the reason is it's hard to prove. The criminal standard is so high that I think it's hard to prove for sure. Suspicion, that's different than you knew for sure. In the Netflix series, I think they did a good job of showing Kitty, like, when she was not allowed to go in the area of the house where the boys' bedrooms were, and he was up there, with the kids, that, she was like, this doesn't smell right, but she didn't know for sure what was going on. You think the best of your spouse, you can't imagine.
You do? We're supposed to do that?
Yes, we do. Yes, you're supposed to.
People do. I don't know.
I'm writing that note. Next time, think best of the spouse.
I got a whole bunch of notes for you for next time.
Trust me, Katie, I have more notes for myself than you can ever. Plus, by the way, if I ever get married again, on my marriage,
God, you're considering it?
I'm just saying.
Jared, no.
Hey, this is the longest I've not been married since I've been an adult.
That is true.
I thought you and I were in the "We Will Never Get Married Again" club, and I'm hearing you backtrack on it.
He is, yes.
I've made the biggest mistakes.
If I ever get married again.
I'm just saying, I've always said never. When I say never, I always like to have that caveat to never say never.
You know what the statistic is of a failed marriage on the third time?
150%.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm very aware. But I brought that up because Katie is on the approval board.
Correct.
And I'm going by that.
Yeah.
Well,
we are
all,
too.
My mom's on it. My mom and brother, no one's getting through them
no
anyway.
one's ever going to.
It seriously could be Mother Teresa in her prime.
Like,
nope.
no.
Well, and I hope I'm on it too.
No, you're on it.
Yeah, okay.
No, Lisa, you didn't know that? You're on it.
Yeah, Lisa.
I better be the damn chairman of that thing, okay?
Lisa could do a thorough, deep background check and dig up any
I will check this girl out.
No,
yeah.
Lisa
and she could probably draw up a great contract between you two.
Absolutely.
And then if that girl still wants to marry you after going through the board, God bless her.
Well, then, yeah. No, Lisa, remember we had the conversation that because you said you're good at doing these in-depth interviews with people for criminal cases or for cases, and that you could find out things that
perfect.
So Lisa's on it, Katie's on it, my brother Abe, and my other brother Izzy. Izzy,
why can't I be on it?
Because we've heard your advice. Yeah, your advice is bad.
Yours just be based on looks.
Rude.
That's true.
Do you want to be on it?
I do want to be. I've always wanted to be on.
Not.
I will have you as an honorary member, so it depends if you can make the meeting or not.
And the board, the official board, gets to decide if he attends.
Right. They can vote him off the board.
Right.
And then my brother Izzy. Wait. Okay. Abe is my brother. Izzy's my other brother. My mom. That's those three. Izzy's a little nicer. I mean, Izzy's a little more compassionate, so I can see him be like, "Oh, if you want to."
I think Izzy's more compassionate than I would be.
He is because he got mad that he wasn't on the original board.
Oh, I see.
The original board was Katie, Lisa, my mom, and Abe.
That was it.
And then we added Izzy.
Mm-hmm. Just because he felt bad.
I think that's it. I have 5. Jason, you can be an honorary member, depending. We have to have some conversations because it can't just be about looks.
I'm not saying just looks. It's that weighing theory of insanity versus looks.
No. We're not going to do that. You see, already you're eliminated.
I'm going to need a 2-hour interview alone in a room with her, and I'm going to have a list of documents that she's going to need to bring.
Well, if
she'll have a lie detector test set up too.
Right.
If my girlfriend Anna's listening, she's we might not be together. At
She's
the end
not
of the day.
hype about this.
She's like, this is not.
And
What?
I think the biggest thing is if you get married again, you have some kind of marital contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have nothing to lose now. Well, I do have a house.
Yeah.
Like everything, yeah.
Well,
I actually want them to
not
take
just-
on my attorney fees. I want the new spouse to take on my
On
debt.
them, yes.
Yeah, but it's not just what you have to lose; it's what you could gain if it was separated too, depending
that's
on
true.
the situation.
No, yeah, definitely want Lisa on my side, and Katie were the OGs.
Yeah.
Then I told my mom about the board. She's like, yes, I'm on it, of course. All right, Lisa. So you're saying never for you, never.
Oh, hell no. No.
Well, you know what? I mean, I'm married now, but I would tell you this. This is the truth. And I think I mentioned this before. If I ended up getting divorced, I would never, ever, ever, ever get married again because I don't see the point. I don't see the point. If you're going to be in love with somebody, you want to be with somebody, why do you have to have the title to make things very complicated in the event that you're going to get separated again?
Yeah.
Such a romantic.
And I used to be so against Jason. Now I'm like, well, he has a point.
No, he's right.
Because of my situation.
Because of the financials.
Well,
Not just that.
Yeah, for you it is.
You know, it's everything.
The
It's
statistics are
it's
just not
everything about it. It's like, why do we have to have that title? It doesn't make sense to me. I get it now; it's fine. But anything after that, why would I would be just as happy without the title if we got divorced. It's true.
And Lisa, I don't know if you agree with me on this or not, but like, I don't want anyone to get divorced because it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. I mean, I want people to get out of bad situations. I do, but it's like if they can make it work, if they can make it work. But but when you have someone that's kind of flirting to be in your group, like Jason was, he's going to be in Lisa and Jared's group. He was like, "I'm getting divorced too." We're like, "Oh, come on, bro, you're with us." And I was like, "I've been married for 20 years,
20 years,
and we're going to have our anniversary." We're like,
No, I did say.
it's like someone who leaves your church. You're like, really? You're going to leave us?
You're yes, completely
You're an
wrong.
apostate.
Now I'm aggravated.
You're a divorce apostate.
I'm aggravated because I said to you before, if I got divorced, and I mean it, if I ever get divorced, I would never, ever, ever get remarried again. And you're sitting here right now in front of all of us saying, well, if I get married again.
That's because we know him. We know there's a chance.
Oh,
We've
of
seen
course,
it.
He is backpedaling.
Yes.
What I'm saying is,
Yes.
in the scenario, like if I won the lottery,
But
it's
you're
not going to
not
happen.
because we have the board in place and we won't allow that to happen.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well,
saying-
and if you win the lottery, you better get a damn prenup. Now, come on, let's get it.
And that's the thing in my mind. I know it's messed up. I think if I won the lottery, I definitely wouldn't get married again.
No.
Yeah.
Bill Maher, and this is messed up, and I disagree with
If
this.
you're taking relationship
No,
advice
I'm
from
not.
Bill
I'm
Maher,
not, but I think
you got
it's
a problem.
funny.
That's the equivalent of Bobby Rio.
No, I'm just saying.
Actually, no, Bobby Rio is more
No.
credible.
Well, and Bill Maher, he was engaged, and he almost got married, and he didn't.
But he got burned and he's been holding it against every woman since.
He did say this recently. He did say marriage wasn't for me. I'm not against it for other people. But he also then added marriage is for poor people. I'm like, well, that's condescending.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He was saying it to some other celebrities. That's what poor people do. I'm like, well, you were poor once.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
But he also,
Oh,
he's
yeah, that's kind of bitter. But I mean, but
That's way better.
way better, yeah,
Yeah.
for poor people. All right, Lisa, I'm glad we're still, well, I'm not glad that we got here, but I'm glad that
You
you're
guys
not-
have each other.
We have the,
Yes.
we're in the club. Yeah, we're in the club. Let's see how long you last.
She does not believe that you're going to be in it for long.
And you're upset. Are you upset that Jason left us?
He's
he
a
left
traitor.
us.
I know Jason was in it for just a minute, and we were. Well, you weren't drinking, but Jason and I were drinking and talking, and
Sharing everything.
yeah, but I mean, I'm still the same mindset, except of the fact that
It's
I would
not
not
the
continue.
same.
I think Jared is more in a group of his own with the third marriage than I am. Because if I ever did get divorced, I would never get married again. I've always stated that. Okay. And Jared has already done it twice, and he's considering doing it a third
I didn't
time.
say I'm considering it. I'm just saying if it were to happen, I'm not strongly considering it. And it's not
what
against
is that statistic Jason was quoting about by the third marriage?
99.9%, you're going to get divorced again, probably.
I would say it's 100. And then you add on, I didn't know this. I've shared this before. I did not know this. This wasn't my case when I got married to Heather. We both, first marriages and all that. But if someone has a kid, it's like 65 to 70% divorce.
Oh, really?
If one person, if
blended
one,
families are like the worst. Yeah,
and that's even like, let's say, Katie, you were single and you married a guy with kids. You have no kids.
Right.
He has one kid or two or whatever. It doesn't matter. The divorce rate's 70%.
I can
Boom.
understand it because it is a whole different group of entities that you're dealing with. There's a significant other that used to be, and all sorts of different
and
issues.
then how are we raising this one?
And it's even worse. It's even worse if you both have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it's like, are you treating this kid the same as you treat your kids?
Right.
Well, no, that's not my kid. Yeah, I mean, not really. I mean, that wasn't.
I like Lisa's style there.
Yeah.
Not my kid.
The divorce rate is 140% if you both have kids. And if you've both been married, I mean, you just might as well. The judge should just say no.
There are some of us that are pro-marriage. So if you're just joining us,
not anti-marriage.
if you're
Nobody
just
said we're
joining
not.
us,
I'm
it
pro-happy
sounds
marriage.
a
No,
whole lot like
you know
we're
what,
not.
Katie, bless you. Bless you. You guys have a great marriage. Obviously, you're, very loving. And,
no
great. Good for
problems,
you.
I'm
Good
sure.
for
That's
you.
not true.
But they're both committed. I'm pro two people
you're committed,
that are
yeah.
adults that aren't playing games. I mean, you're going to have rough patches, but that are committed, and it's not. Once you have a temporary mindset, your relationship's temporary.
Sure.
Period.
Yeah, absolutely.
With anything you do, even at a job, if you think temporarily, Rachel, Red Rachel,
Red
she's
Rachel.
Going
She's
Now
like,
how do
don't
you
bring me into this.
do you want to get married? What group do you want to be a part of in the future? Jason and Katie's group, where they stay married, and Katie's happy, but and Jason's happy
No, but
now.
Rachel's not even married. She's never been married. Is she considering marriage?
So I am, and I always
God.
think, like no to the big wedding, right? Like I would do a marriage, but if somebody was insistent, like we have to have all these people here and like spend all this money, I would be like, no, because that's not the point. And that's like, I don't really want to get married so much, but if somebody said I really want to get married, I'd be like, okay, well, I'll do that. But
For
to me,
you, because you love the other person.
yeah, and if that meant a lot to them, I would. But I would not want to do it for the show and wait, because so many people do get married
For the wedding.
or 2 or 3 times, and they still have a big white wedding on the 5th wedding, and it's like, just go to the
Don't
courthouse
you dare
or something.
future wedding shame me.
Okay, we're not to 5 yet.
Because he's going to have a big white wedding
Can I
if he gets married again.
Can I suggest going to Vegas next time? Just
That's
run
what
away to
Jason did.
Vegas.
Jason.
That's what
That's
Jason
what I did. And Rachel, can I ask you something? Would you ever consider getting a marital or prenuptial agreement before?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, who's the one with the money, me or them?
If you had money, I think people with the money are more likely to say,
Well,
hey,
either.
let's think about this.
Either.
I think I'm kind of a sucker. Like if I had money, I would be too naive to think to do that. But I don't know. I'm not against a prenup.
I think when you both
Rachel,
don't have...
when you're a famous, DJ, just call me. When you're
Okay.
making money, you're a famous DJ. You're about to get married. Call me. I'm going to talk some sense into you.
Okay.
All right, Lisa, you're awesome.
Thank
we
you,
should
Lisa.
have more relationship segments with
real
Yes.
quick. Actually, Lisa, if you don't know this, that Red Rachel's grandfather was actually a famous country singer, and he lives here.
No way.
Yeah, what's his name again?
His name is Billy Crash Craddock.
Yep.
Oh, I know exactly who that is. Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh. I've seen him live several times. He's really great.
Hey.
Every
Wow.
now and then he still does a show. He's he's getting up there, but he still does some shows.
So if Rachel's bound to inherit some money.
Oh,
She'll
yeah.
be contacting you.
Yeah, needs that prenup. All right, Lisa,
That's
you're
right.
awesome. If you're ever injured, contact her right away at hireaheavyweight.com. Top 100 attorney in the country, and you can hear her. She's just great. She's just great.
Such a good friend.
She's awesome.